the San Francisco 49ers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went. Sometimes
speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. What they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, let's go.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Blue, blue, blue. Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Red, up. Red, up. Hey, 18. What are you hiding?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught left side by Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's they'll try to run for it with Howard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Hey, 18.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Trubisky on first down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's James. Shouting through the defense. And spinning now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gotta go. There we go. You see it? Red,
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To Barkley on the check down. That one goes for 24 yards. To play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Let's go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set up. 180. Look.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, 18.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Steps away to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Jameis now on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Right, 80. Gotta go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Dancing to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Winston. Letting one fly deep for it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Gotta go, gotta go. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Trubisky will throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Bernardrick McKinney in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, Trubisky. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. Going left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
You see it? You see it?
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gotta go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Winston escaping the pressure right, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Amari Cooper, 84 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll run with Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Being chased out left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.